Heyo! Hey, is this thing on? Yeah, this thing's on. Hey, I am excited about this one. This is gonna be a good time. I just know it. Feel it. Deep down in my bones, man. Krios, how are you? Today, we're gonna check out a game which is currently not on my screen. There it is. We're gonna check out a game called NAHEULBEUK'S Dungeon Master. It takes place sort of in the same world, I guess, the same universe, I suppose, as the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK, the Amulet of Chaos and things. I have wanted to play that game for a while. It is kind of like a goofy, make fun of yourself Baldur's Gate. If I had to describe what the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK is, it's sort of like Baldur's Gate 3/D&D, but in a really goofy, funny world that makes fun of itself. And I think that's a good way to describe it. But this is not that. This is a game that takes place in that universe, and it is a Dungeon Master game where you design your own dungeon for heroes to come in and try to get. You play on the side of the villain, which I guess has sort of a evil genius sort of vibe to it, I guess, in that way. But yeah. I wonder if this game will be similar to Keep Pearl, War of the Overworld. I have no idea what those two things are, but maybe. You be the judge, okay? Mr. Osis, hi, welcome. The Boss Dude, hi, how are you? Hunter Commander, Brian Foundry here, welcome, everybody. Glad to see you guys. There is a little more delay than usual today, but I'm going to try to get in with your comments. I'll try to get in with all the chat and stuff if I can there too. It's going to be fun. I think we'll probably be live for about 2, maybe 2.5 hours today. We'll see. I do have a hard point in which I must stop. So this is the full game. This is not the demo, okay? So some of you guys might have played the demo. I know there was a lot of creators out there who were like looking at Next Fest and things like that, and they played the demo of this like 3 or 4 months ago. This is not that. This is the full game. Pre-release is supposed to come out on November 15th. However, even though it is the full game, I have to stop at like chapter 4.2. I have to stop. So I think it takes about 2.5 hours to get to that point. So we should see gameplay more than what the demo was in this stream. But I still have to stop at that point. So yeah. Hey, Big Z, how are you? Trogdor, good to see ya. We're gonna have to play the campaign. Not touching Sandbox yet. Unfortunately, can't show you that. But the campaign is where I am gonna be popping in here and doing this, which is good. When will the next BG3 video drop? It was supposed to be today. The only reason it's not out is because I don't have the thumbnail done. I know that's a really lame excuse, but that's the only reason it's not out yet. It's because I don't have the thumbnail done. So tell you what, when I finish this stream, I'll do the thumbnail and then I'll post it. How's that sound? Campaign. We're going to play as a guy called Ravax. He is the steward of the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK. I think that's how you say it, NAHEULBEUK. Build, furnish, and populate the dungeon, and most importantly, try not to anger your master, the evil warlock Zangdar, who's quite an interesting character in and of himself. So I did bring the hat back just for today. Yeah, I know. I want a new hat. I need to get a new hat. But yeah, I brought the hat back today. How you guys doing? All right. Do you wish to start the campaign? Yes, that's what I have to show. So yes. Let's go. So anyway, like I said, it's like a goofy... I would say it's a goofy Evil Genius 2, as if that wasn't already goofy enough, which takes place in a world that is similar to a goofy Dungeons and Dragons world. It's the only way I can describe it. There's a chicken. If the game is too loud, please let me know. I will turn it down for you, but I won't know until you tell me. All right, that looks like like a tower.
For decades, the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK has been one of the crown jewels of the Lands of Fang.
Lands of Fang.
Huh, that's funny. I never heard of it when I was studying for my Bitter Warlock Sidekick certification.
Public relations are tough for independent dungeons.
Oh, Aren't you affiliated with the Dungeons Fund?
With those unscrupulous parasites? Never. But we do have the most insidious traps, the most cunning guards, the most dreadful monsters, and the most remarkable treasures.
How delightful. May I look around?
No, we've been renovating. The paint's still wet.
Oh, right. Sure.
Ah, too bad.
Too bad. The Ravax is this guy, so this is who we play as.
Despite our reputation being well established, I've decided that this dungeon needs to take things to the next level.
Yes, the ad made that very clear.
And I need more time for my magical research.
Certainly. So, about my compensation,
Well, let's not quibble over trifles. I'm aligned with industry norms. Not to mention, there's the gratification of joining a renowned wizard.
Yes, of course. May I meet the other members of the team?
Well, actually, not today. They're attending a seminar for process improvement. You know what I mean.
Process improvement.
Process?
The clock is ticking, and you're not the only applicant. What's your decision? This is a once-in-a-lifetime offer.
I'm interested. Not like I have a choice anyway. No one's hiring half-goblins. There's too much discrimination in this sector. All right, I'm in.
Perfect. You made the right choice. And now,
Yes?
get to work, you wretch! I don't pay people to stand around.
Yes, Master. All right, let's see. Where is the dungeon staff? What state are the premises in? I'll have a look around the property. I wonder if signing this contract was such a good idea.
Oh, probably not, but we'll make it work, buddy. All right, so it does start out a little bit of a tutorial thing, but I think it's pretty easy to do that. So we'll just make sure that I satisfy all these requirements really quick for it. There we go. All right, so welcome to the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK. The dungeon has been in a poor state for too long. Your mission is to restore it. In other words, make it profitable. As you can see, the reputation is currently at 1, which is really bad. We are currently a crappy dungeon. Nice. Your goal is to improve it and make it the most feared and attractive dungeon in the lands of Fang. Very good. All right, this is Zangdar. There he is.
What? My time is precious.
Yeah. When his patience gauge reaches 0, the game is over. So we want to make sure he doesn't get impatient. Too impatient with us anyway. Our steward. We are the steward. This is Ravax. Oops, I gotta click him, not the door. Come here.
Huh? Must have been the wind.
So, new dungeon steward. In other words, the head stooge. Very good. And then a minion.
Yes, sir.
This minion has an origin, a profession, a rank, and a salary. Grade 1 minions are interns and they cost nothing. A minion gains experience while working and thus increasing their rank. Higher ranking minions will claim higher salaries but fail less of their tasks. In the lands of Fang, the unit of time is the 10-day week. Every week, all minions receive their salary. The dungeon fees deducted each week are shown in orange. Each minion has specific needs, and if these needs aren't met, health and morale gauges will decline. So, minion dies when they run out of health, and they resign when their morale hits rock bottom.
Master, if I may, isn't
Fair.
it a bit strange for an evil dungeon to have its tavern open to the public?
Ah, yes, well, it's a convenient way to make some money. But I'm not very good at managing it.
I see. Well, it could prove to be useful.
Secret entrance. Hold on a minute. It's not very secret. It's just sitting out in the open in the big thing up there. What does this say? A beautifully crafted trapdoor operates on listen, it just works principles. Sure, it doesn't make sense how the staircase could be connected to the outside. We told you, it just works. Yeah. I mean, it does kind of make sense. He probably goes down like this and then out there, right? Into the tunnels. I guess that makes sense. And I can move it if I want to as well, which that wouldn't make any sense. Or just sell it. All right, cool.
We'll never be able to retain our staff with such rundown premises, Master.
I have no money to spend on a luxury lounge for my lazy servants.
Oh, but It's a matter of standards. Take the Temple of Wismo, for example. They have 18 toilets just for the servants.
Wow. Do they have... How many servants do they have?
What? Those frauds. Well, do what you must, but don't go overboard. We're not running a hotel.
Let's see. We won't get anywhere without bathrooms, for starters. Chamber pots and manure heaps are so last century.
All right, construction menu, build a bathroom. So the bathrooms can be placed anywhere. Buildings, rooms and stuff can be placed anywhere. So we just can't interrupt these because I guess these walls here are like good for structure. Either that or maybe there's research or something that lets me clear them out later. But they're like structural to keep the upper floors, you know, intact. So we can't move them. But I'm thinking probably what we could do is maybe put the bathroom maybe here. What about right here? I don't know if this is big enough to be a bathroom. That's the thing. Like, I don't know how big the bathroom needs to be. We'll put it right here for now. And then, I guess we'll put the door on this. Ooh, now, hang on. Now, if I don't... There's got to be other rooms, right? So, put the door on this side, I guess. And then we want the latrines. And the latrines are going to be back here, right next to each other. And we'll add a couple more, because we can. Because I'm a nice guy. Time can be stopped or sped up. Speed up construction and the bathroom gets done faster. Cool. So we'll speed up time and everybody just builds it really quickly. It doesn't seem like there's any type of resource management in the game other than just gold. So just make money and pay for everything. Fair, I guess.
Perfect.
Nice and simple.
We now have a decent bathroom. Now, dormitories with beds.
I don't pay you to nap.
Figured that was coming.
Speaking of payment...
I saw it right there.
Later. Super busy, magical research and all that.
I think I'll have to put a little slush fund aside.
So I'm going to have the dormitories be here, I think. And then we'll put the door on... Put it on this side, that's fine. We could technically do two different doorways here, but... The first one is over there, it's fine. And then the beds can be... This might be, too, like, again, way too big, but... I feel like this is, like, room for expansion kind of thing. So, maybe we'll put the beds along the back wall. Yeah, you can sleep right next to the bathrooms. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 beds. And we could also do some decorations and stuff. Now, the decorations appear to just increase prestige. They're also very expensive. But the prestige of the rooms, right? So you can put like a couple of these things right there. That seems pretty good. And then I can also put like one of these little lights maybe in there. That's 1,000 gold. Well, 915, but I'm gonna round up to 1,000 there. Servant just need to clean the toilets. Yeah, it looks like also if you click the room, there's an edit button here. It says they're clean. It's less than 1 star, so that's part of the prestige part of it. But then you can also keep the room clean by clicking this. And I assume that means, like, you know, you'll have to have cleaning staff to do that. But yeah, we want to keep it clean, right? Same thing with this room here. We'd probably want to keep it clean. I don't know if the size of the room requires more decorations to up the prestige. I have no idea. But this is what we got so far. So, yeah.
Master, the living quarters improvements are complete.
Not bad, but very expensive. We'll have to find some more money. If I'd wanted to go bankrupt, I'd have hired an interior designer.
I hear you, but given the state of the dungeon, I'm not sure how we could defeat a party of adventurers, even beginners.
That's insulting.
If we're not up to snuff, it'll be your fault, entirely.
Of course.
But I just got here and, well, I do serve an evil wizard, not a charity.
All right, fine. So yeah, we're still a crappy dungeon. Yeah, let's let the game play on a little bit here.
We have to develop this tavern to bring in some income.
The old tavern keeper is gone. Yet another ungrateful coward. I'm not dealing with this anymore. I've got better things to do. I must focus on my magical research and developing my management skills.
You definitely need that second one.
I can handle it. So let's see. We need tables for customers, Equipment for serving food and drinks?
In the meantime, I shall subscribe to a few periodical publications about evil dungeon management. We need to get this up to date.
Uh-huh. Okay.
I wonder if he knows what he is doing.
Not likely.
Don't you overspend. We want to extort gold from the poor, not waste our money on furniture for drunkards.
Okay. So, select the tavern, it says. There it is. All right. The tavern attracts customers looking to spend their gold. Each item in the tavern has a maintenance cost that is automatically deducted at the beginning of every week, just like wages. The sum in orange includes salaries and the tavern's maintenance costs. The number of customers and the tavern's income depend on the number of seats. For the moment, your idiot minions occupy the places of your precious customers to eat. Okay. So customers come in through the secret entrance, I guess, and then the adventurers that are looking to take down our dungeon will probably come through here. So we'll probably have defenses over here and then regular customers. This is like the front operation to the evil, you know, like I think there's going to be a little bit of parallels here to Evil Genius just because it's the way the theme is, but it's nothing alike. Like the whole universe is completely different, but that single element of the theme appears to be intact. So we can modify the tavern and modify the tavern to accommodate 6 additional customers, which probably just means 1 additional seat. But if we want more customers, and more customers equals more money, then I feel like we should make the tavern larger, right? So we can add walls, we can remove walls, we can delete certain things. So I can delete like the door here, for example. I can also remove these walls if I want to as well. Get rid of those. And then I could also add walls, and maybe I want to add walls to be like this. Maybe I want to just make the tavern be here instead. And then I can put the door right here. Maybe that's how I want to do it. So let's see how that works out instead. You could even get an entrance to the beds through the tavern as well, but I think since this is a place for the public, we wouldn't want them directly interfacing with our people. So we would probably say this door is off limits, staff only kind of thing. You know, I mean, all the doors would be staff only. This is the door they come through. So that takes care of making the place bigger, which is interesting. But then what I need to do is place... Oh, okay, I see. I have to wait for them to finish the existing construction before I can add more. Okay, good. Now we'll take and just add a crappy tavern table. There we go. All right, that's okay. We'll just do that. All right, cool. That's not just 6 additional customers. That's a lot more.
Limp. Minions use a tavern as their canteen. We should take that into account. There. Table and sideboard. This should be enough to lure in a few dupes.
I hired an evil dungeon steward, not a lunch lady.
Indeed, Master. But we need some revenue. Look, all these customers should earn us some gold.
I'm not seeing a lot of customers, but all right. All right, maybe this is a customer. He's coming up this... Is this our first person to destroy? He's got armor on. We just let him in, though.
Orloff for debrief, Master. Hey, what's with this dull-looking goblin?
Orloff.
Half-goblin? Who is this brute?
He is the dungeon swordmaster and guard commander.
Okay.
So, are you back from the retaliatory raid?
Affirmative. We made it to target location, the so-called Temple of Wismal. Enemy ambush fighting. 100% loss rate on our side. Debrief over.
Are you a robot? 100% loss rate on our side.
What? You turkeys!
I was injured 6 times myself. We were expected. I am the guard commander, not a marauder. This requires specific operational preparation.
Clearly. This doesn't speak highly about your abilities.
Who asked you, you withered piece of lettuce?
Silence, you two! Revax is our new steward. As for you, Orloff, maybe I should get a new swordmaster.
Oh my gosh. You withered piece of lettuce? Is that what he called it? I need to up things just a little bit on the stream. I apologize for the disruption. Just really quick, I need to up this just a little bit more. YouTube's yelling at me because my bit rate's too low. Okay, there you go.
Certainly, sir. But I'll complain to the Guild of Mercenaries and Dungeon Guards. This wasn't in my job description.
Ugh. Cursed be the bowels of the great Talifern. I'm so sick of these union demands. Beat it, both of you. I'm going back to my research.
I think we'd better try to collaborate. In our mutual interest, Sword Master.
Yeah, affirmative. For now, you little... yes, steward.
All right, next week, week 2.
This failed raid explains why this dungeon is so badly guarded. Anyone can just waltz in. If we want to get rid of adventurers, we should deal with slackers first.
Affirmative. The downsizing caused by the incursion attempt on the Temple of Wismal is weighing on staff rotation. We must recruit new elite guards.
Guards are expensive. I read in Dungeons and Despots that support roles should be outsourced as part of a atomized management of the company's processes.
Don't you mean optimized, Master?
Silence! You know nothing of modern dungeon management vocabulary. As for you, improve the guard, but with no superfluous expenses.
We could hire a few interns. They shouldn't cost us much. We'd just have to think about feeding them from time to time.
Affirmative. That's it for now. I'll bring them up to speed. Trust me on that. Attention! At ease.
Sure, he only got injured 6 times in that battle. I think he might have a concussion. The guard room is vital to the dungeon's defense. Place it near the dungeon's entrance. All right, we will do. All right, so the dungeon's entrance is here. We want the guard room to be in here. I mean, I don't think we need to place it near the entrance. I think we should just place it on top of the entrance, right? Why not just place it? Why not just make the guard room here? Is there any reason not to do this? I don't see any reason why I couldn't just place this right here. I think like right here. Yep, and then we'll just have the door goes out this side and this side. And then used for downtime, martial stability. Okay, so the guards will be at this table like playing cards or something, looks like. For a little bit. So if we just maybe put this maybe right here, maybe we'll stagger them about like that. Then the guards will just sit here next to the door. And then we need the guard lockers to have more staff. So I can put those along the back wall like that. That seems fine. I'll mark that to be clean too, for morale's purpose, for the morale's sake. Now, we probably have to hire some people, so... They told me to place 3 of them, but I placed more. Okay, so guard lockers. Each locker automatically recruits 1 or more guards. They go to about their business until the alarm goes off. When it does, they automatically go into battle. Beware, each locker increases the population of the dungeon. Number of guards in the dungeon is always displayed.
The first interns have arrived. Soldiers, attention! Line up in pairs in the front rank. I only want to see 1 head.
I'm curious to see how he goes about training them.
Ideally, we should find a pile of dirt and make them dig a hole to bury him.
But that's absurd!
Negative. This is training through blind obedience. To think is to disobey. Come on the double, rookies. Up 2, up 2, up 2.
Okay. Let's up the prestige of this room a little bit by adding some decor. And maybe we'll put like these... Oh, I thought this was on a shelf. There's a picture here. Put that there. Let's up the prestige of this room a little bit. Intruders are exploring the dungeon, it says. Where? Oh, there they are. That's it? You're just coming in, you're not even coming in with armor? Why didn't we just lock the door? They don't have what it takes to bust down. Those are big doors. Just lock the doors. All right, well, we're here. Take this. You like that, don't you? I mean, I have way more guards than you, so that was easy. Sure. Can I talk to this person? Or?
Aim for the knees and the eyes. Be sly and cruel. Honor and chivalry are for losers.
Orloff for debrief. The intruders were evicted from the perimeter. Clean sweep.
Ah, finally. This is a dungeon, not a squat for teenage pipe-smoking dropouts.
Okay. So we got the first two done, I guess. But yeah, I don't see any reason why the guard room can't just be on top of the entrance. Huh? A strike? Oh, yeah, you're hitting too close to home now here.
Relax! Why are my minions so agitated? I can't focus in such a ruckus.
One of the servants is on strike, Master. He's protesting against his working conditions.
I could send the guards to slaughter this slacker. Civilians are so entitled.
Yeah.
I'm not sure that's the best approach for retaining competent staff, Master. We must listen to his demands and fulfill them, if they're legitimate.
He's not. Is there actually a union? Can I just fire him? He's not happy. This is an at-will employment. Here, okay?
I don't care about the specifics. I just need this rocket silenced. Deal with it, or you'll get the whip. Incidentally, there's an article in Dungeons and Despots about the psychological torture of middle management minions.
Incidentally, yeah. Select a minion on strike. Okay. This one right here.
Payday's coming up.
Payday's coming up and you're just not happy, huh? At the beginning of each week, strikes can break out in the dungeon with potentially disastrous consequences. Strikes have the effect of annoying Xandar. Okay, remember if his patience drops to 0, you lose. When a striker's energy gauge is empty, they stop protesting. If this happens, the morale of the minion is greatly reduced. When the striker's union always displays... Okay, sorry, the striker's union... If your union's name is Strikers Union, you're probably... I feel like you're just giving... You're kind of saying the quiet part out loud, right? Like that, we know your motivations now. Strikers Union always displays their demands. Meet their demands at the end of the strike. Oh, I'm sorry. The Strikers Union, as in like this particular striker is part of the union. And okay, I get it. It's not the Strikers Union. It's the Strikers Union. Okay. Apostrophes there. You know what, though? Forget that. Their demands are unattainable for now. Just get rid of this ingrate by firing them. Exactly. However, firing a minion costs gold. The amount depends on their rank. Okay, so I have to give them a severance pay. They want to work with their pet chicken. They want to work 6 days per 10 days week. They want dental coverage. They want 5 days off a year. That's unreasonable. They want a raise, of course. They want a coffee break. Oh, a coffee break, right? Coffee. They want to be able to drink in the workplace. They want to sit 5 minutes per hour worked. Okay. They want a glass of water? Question mark. Also wants Xandar's resignation. Oh, is that all? Yeah, we'll terminate. It's good.
Out with the striker. It'll make an example of him. Still, I should try to make sure it doesn't happen again.
Not exactly Evil Genius 2, where you would just, actually terminate your striking employee.
It's done, Master. Everything is back to normal. The strike is over.
About time. Let's move on. I've just been informed that the Temple of Wismal has increased its reputation, while we've been sitting on our haunches whistling nursery rhymes.
We should limit the risk of strikes. The dungeon won't be able to repel adventurers with disgruntled minions.
Affirmative. To smash those little snoopers, you need motivated, and therefore well-fed, guards.
These matters are unworthy of a high-level wizard. They're better suited for interns.
Of course, Master. I'll see what I can come up with. But we'll need a cook.
As long as they're not too expensive and can cook sumptuous meals. Bear and beer stew, for example.
It's also necessary to adapt the food to each species.
Oh,
If
really?
we serve elfish fare to goblins, they'll start eating the elves too.
Oh, I need to have the right food for the right race. Okay. How does that work? So build Ravax's office. All right, so this is our inhuman resources. Human resource office. Well, Zangdar's office is over here, and it's a pretty big room. Very large, empty room with just a single desk and a giant bed with hearts on it. And then the anti-prophetic containment cupboard. There's no disorder, only different kinds of order. Better to keep cursed status on specific shelves under penalty of immediate loss of sanity. Kind of want to see what they did for this stuff here. Allows the master to rest his body so that he stays fresh as a daisy for a day of malevolent work. Made of precious wood cut in elven forests. Includes multifunction chick feather comforter. Okay. And research desk allows to contain the threat of Zangdar by keeping him busy on his spell research. As long as he doesn't start using them, you should be safe. Okay, I actually kind of wonder if his patience runs out if I sell his desk. His patience is still way up, but... All right, let's build Ravax's office. So this is the steward's office. Not entirely sure what their actual function in this place is. Like, as far as the office goes, what is he going to do there? So, like, positioning-wise, I'm not sure it matters, but I guess what I could do is maybe Ravax's office could be maybe off in this corner over here. Maybe this back corner. Yeah, probably the back corner. So let's say Ravax's office is here. Put the door... No, I'll put the door on this side. Yeah. Put the door there. And then he needs a desk of inhuman resources. The term HR stands for hurry up, Ravax, if you value your job and your life. Quite explicit. Okay. I'll put the desk right there, I guess. Fine. Probably going to want to have some decor there, but I don't know if it matters if the steward's office is prestigious or not. He is half goblin after all. Hey, Milspog. I don't know how you say your name, but hey, welcome in. Recruitment. To review profiles for recruitment, click on the recruitment tab. Okay, so I'm actually unable to slow down time while these things are open, which is a little bit weird. We have Rog Atrog. He's an orc. There we go. He's an orc. He's a cook. 0 salary because he's just level 1. He's carnivorous, so he'll refuse to eat vegetables or waste. Apparently waste is an option. And he's also filthy. He does not generate reputation in clean rooms. Okay. We have an orc cook now. Select an orc minion to view his information.
Bashing heads is only solution.
Okay. Click on the navigation arrow to display the second page. Cool. There's his traits and everything. The origin of the minion determines its special traits and behaviors. For example, orcs are carnivorous, which requires your kitchens to produce meals of meat. Okay. Well, how do I determine what I'm cooking here? Oh, hang on. Who are you?
Ahoy! I heard you're looking for a cook?
Well, yes, but I just hired one. An orc cook. It's the best I could afford. Are you qualified?
I sure am. I've been a cook, a barber, adventurer, surgeon, executioner, and embalmer. I can peel and bone like nobody's business. Mel Boots, here to serve you, with a preference for ale. Anyway, do you have someone for your tavern?
Well, actually, we don't. It is true we could use a good tavern keeper, but my budget's a bit tight.
I'll skim my pay off the take.
Nice.
Come on, you won't regret it. I'll turn it into a first-class boozing den. All of Fang will come here to get hammered. Just gotta keep the dishes real salty.
Right.
Gotcha. Relocating towards the bar. March. Hop two. Hop two.
All right, your minions are eating at the tavern, reducing your maximum number of customers. A canteen allows minions to eat in a separate room, which won't scare away your most wealthy clientele. Okay, so we need to build a canteen. So this is where they're going to eat, where the staff will eat. I'm thinking maybe we just pop it right here. Right? That seems to make sense. Would deliver the food pretty close by right there, and it doesn't get in the way of any of the other potential rooms. I'm not sure how big it needs to be, but I don't see a problem with them also having to walk through the canteen to get to the place where they sleep. So I don't know how big it has to be, of course, but I feel like if we made the canteen here, it wouldn't be a big deal. And then they just walk through the canteen to get into where they sleep and everything. I think that's a fine idea. These are the small dining tables. We'll just put this... Might run out of space here. Something like that, I guess. I don't want to cancel. I want to just move things. I could probably move it after I place it. Okay, once it's constructed, I guess. So this will be the... My staff will eat here, and then the guests will eat in here. That's fine.
Master, we have significantly improved the minions' living conditions.
Be surprised if it was OSHA.
Too.
It would make sense for OSHA to be in this game, wouldn't it?
And we'll serve 'em good. Cheap plunk, hard ale, and sausage that'll dry out your gullet.
What? Who is this individual?
It's, Mel, the new tavern keeper. I'll explain.
Ugh, my patience is running thin. We spend too much on nonsense here, and our reputation is stagnating.
Well, can I have defenses then? Allow me to build defenses. I wanna move this. Yeah, move it here instead. That's a little bit more spaced out for the walking between these two doors.
Hey, no offense, but your dungeon's got quite a stench, don't you think? Reeks like a bunch of dead rats.
Ouch.
What? No, it doesn't. We just cleaned the mess and fired the slackers.
Just saying, but this morning I saw a cockroach so grossed out it puked. Mind you, I'm not the kind to wash the mugs every day or to take more than one bath a month, but hey, there are limits to filth.
It is true that to attract a certain class of customers or servants, we'll need to raise our standards. Cleaning, improving sanitary facilities, and hiring decent domestics.
Yep, exactly. Elves will do the trick. I know they're a bunch of lettuce munchers who think they're hot dung, but they don't mess around with cleanliness.
All right, I need to hire an elf domestic. Okay, elf domestic. So we have, maybe I could, I don't think I need another bathroom or anything, but I think I clicked the wrong thing is why. Yeah, it's down here. Minions, guards. Okay, so this is, there's a VIP tab as well. Okay, so these are the ones I currently have, and then these are the ones that I can recruit. Gotcha. Domestic must have like the little broom icon, it looks like. I have special needs too, yes. They're vegetarians, so they refuse to eat meat or waste. They're foppish, does not generate reputation in dirty rooms, fair, and they're carefree. Triggers traps more often than other minions. Okay, they're gonna trigger the traps. Can you give me an old sock? I need one to remain free. Oh my god. It's Dobby. There you go. Select the bathroom to view its information. There we go. Room items produce dirt, as do the minions when they move around. Depending on their origin or traits, good or bad hygiene affects the morale of minions. Okay, so I'm keeping this clean. Yep, I did that. There you go. Okay, so we need to place 2 showers in the bathroom as well as hiring 1 elf cook, placing a stove in the kitchen, and then 1 pantry in the kitchen. So the kitchen is getting pretty, it's gonna get pretty tight in here. I might want to make it bigger. The kitchen, I mean. think the kitchen might need to be bigger. Let's try placing this stuff first. See if I need to make it bigger or not. We need another stove in the kitchen. I feel like this is already done, though. This is already a kitchen. One stove is in there already. Does it have to be... Is it not possible to just... I want to make this room bigger through here. Is that not possible? I can't do anything with this area. Can I remove the walls here? Can I do that? Doesn't look like it. So this is like required for structure, I guess. By the way, in case you're curious on the structure, eventually you can build all the way up here. Behind my camera, there's rooms right over here. So you can go up to floor 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, all the way up to floor 7. But this is only the first floor. So you can definitely, you definitely have room for things over time, definitely. Hey, Swinger Bob, how are you, dude? Good to see you. You place 2 showers in the bathroom. Let's get on with that. So probably want to click the bathroom, go to modify, shower. We'll add them on this side, let's say. We'll do 3 because I'm an overachiever. Mud inflow reserved to greenskins, goblins, orcs, and trolls. Allows minions to dirty up at the showers. Oh, that's clever. We'll do 2 of these mud things too. Wow. Okay. So, because some of these guys, right, they want to be dirty. They want to be dirty. They don't want to be clean. So when they're clean, they're not happy, like orcs. So instead of giving them showers, if they're in a clean room, then they're not happy. So they can go over here and get dirty and then be dirty in a clean room. That's interesting. Okay, well, we're gonna have 3 showers. Let's see. Hire 1 elf cook. This is the cook. Elven cook.
Oh, but what might
hired.
this object in this shower be? A faucet? I see. Fascinating.
So 3 showers and 2 mud inflows. I don't know how that works, but all right. More magic, I guess. Place 1 stove in the kitchen and 1 pantry in the kitchen. Again, I don't know if there's enough room for that, but we can try it. Stove. I know there's enough room for the stove, but to have another pantry is a little bit of a question mark here. I just want to make a bigger kitchen. What we could probably do. Let's modify the room. Make this part the kitchen as well. Right? It might be too big. But I mean, we're gonna eventually want more cooks and stuff, right? Let's see if we can just make it work. I'll put a stove right there and a pantry. Oh, it will fit here. Oh, I didn't know it would fit here. Okay, never mind. That'll work. I didn't think the pantry would fit here, but I guess I just didn't check. All right. Zoom time ahead. There we go. And the pantry. Done.
Revax! The Temple of Wismal had marble columns installed. I just saw the etchings in the Dungeons and Despots magazine.
He really likes that magazine.
Oh, not again with that rag.
We need to revamp my dungeon's decor. This is an essential aspect of the prolificacy of this organization's processes.
Uh-huh.
Productivity, Master? But you said we don't have the funds.
Just make some improvements, or I'll turn you into a flower pot. And stop contradicting my managerial guidelines, or you'll get your termination notice from Orloff's crossbow.
Wow. Okay. Decorations in the interior tab to increase the prestige of rooms and thus the dungeon's reputation. So now we're looking at like Tavern Master, right? The game I played before where decorations increased your prestige and you can get higher amounts of gold and higher clientele and things for things like that. So now it wants me to place 4 decorations. We can go in and let's maybe make the tavern here a little bit more decorative. We'll go with 1 here, 1 there. Let's get a different one here. We'll do another one on this side there. And then how about 1 over like that? I like the decorations on the walls because it doesn't take up floor space. Floor space is really valuable. So we'll just put a bunch of different stuff like that. We'll see if that helps. I think getting the tavern to be more prestigious is probably more important. So Trips Advisor, TM. I think this is our prestige here. At least I thought it was, but maybe not. Maybe not. For this room here. Can I see the... I wish I could get a description of what the Trips Advisor was about, but all right.
I'm quite pleased with my choice of decor. I shall write to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang to share my creative insights.
I
Okay.
hope this won't get us into trouble.
Why would that get us into trouble? Bro, because having an opinion with them would be a problem. Is it a coincidence that this person is arriving right as he wrote? Dungeon Owners Association. Like the Homeowners
Hello,
Association?
I'm looking for the master of the dungeon of NAHEULBEUK.
Oh god, the voice. This is definitely a pencil pusher.
Well, I am his steward. How may I help you?
I'm here about the letter he sent to the Dungeon Owners Association of Fang.
Uh-huh.
Are you going to publish his article on interior decoration?
I don't know. This is a matter for the DOAF Gazette editorial board. I am Doris Mortadella, head inspector of the Dungeons Fund. I'm here for your membership application.
Membership application to the Dungeon Owners Association?
What? The DF? But, we didn't apply for membership. There must be some mistake.
Your master wrote to the DOAF. According to DOAF regulations, any such communication is to be considered as a membership application to its parent company, the Dungeons Fund, unless expressly stated otherwise.
Wow. So you're just writing them as automatic, like, a membership application.
But that's... oh, pus and boils! This is utter nonsense! What if we refuse to join?
That is your right. In accordance with the DF regulations as ratified through case law by all courts in the lands of Fang, we would be entitled to a compensation of 200,000 gold coins.
It's a 200,000 gold coin cancellation fee.
200... What? That's racketeering!
You're trying to be part of an evil organization. How are you... This is the world you're in, dude.
It'd be easier to join the DF like most proper dungeons. I will have your master sign the documents. A measly 412 scrolls for a small dungeon like yours.
412 scrolls.
Pox and mutant rats!
Remax! In my office! Immediately!
Oh my god. Should we read this whole thing? That's a lot. All right, hold on. I mean, just want to make sure it's not just a bunch of like terms of service for the game. No, this is all custom written stuff. Oh god. The present GTCS, or General Terms and Conditions of Servitude, provide a legal framework for the activity of the steward of the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK, hereafter the dungeon. They constitute a contract between Zangdar, hereinafter the master, and the recipient steward. The DF and its functions. The DF is an organization that oversees the activity of most evil dungeons and other adventuring venues in the lands of Fang. It structures adventurers' level progression in a rational, administrative fashion and distributes the various experience points earned during quests universally and impartially. Individuals claiming otherwise disappear mysteriously. It encourages the development of heroic parties and rates the various dungeons according to their difficulty. To ensure harmonious progression and prevent total slaughter on either side by complying with the DF standards and submitting to its quality controls. Great. Dungeon owners receive a bonus for each adventurer eliminated. Through this, they take part in the selection of the best champions, heroes, and other chosen ones by lethal sifting. The ultimate goal of the DF is to ensure that for each generation, an adequate number of adventurers of adequate level are available to deal with threats of general interest, demonic plots, divine conspiracies, and other end-of-the-world scenarios without harming the activity of dungeons, as they remain important places for magical research, monetary accumulation, relic storage, and mushroom cultivation. The present evil dungeon. The Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK is registered in the Commercial Register of Evil Dungeons, CRED, under number 666999666 as an independent, ex officio non-affiliated dungeon, practicing a mixed economy activity, generating income from commercial services, evil research through the practice of sorcery, and adventurers entrapping. The Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK, its structure, fortifications, devious traps, and foul-smelling moats, as well as its monsters, minions, slaves, and other idiots, are the property of the Master. The whole dungeon is governed by the laws of the Lands of Fang for evil dungeon activities, and the protocols determining the right to govern them all and in the darkness bind them. Any representation, reproduction, use whatsoever, partial or total exploitation of the contents, slaves, undead, Ravaks, intel, compromising grimoires, illustrations, banners, chickens, and other distinctive signs, and services offered by the dungeon by any process whatsoever without prior authorization of the Master is strictly prohibited and would likely constitute an infringement as defined by Articles L3352-2 and following the Menzorian Code of Intellectual Property. All requests pertaining to the above-mentioned written authorization must be addressed to the Dungeon's Central Office of General Inquiries under the direct control of the Master to be examined according to the standard administration. It just goes on and on. Like, this is really good. I love how they've just written this out. I don't want to read the whole thing. That's still a lot of reading here. I am on limited time here, but unenforceable laws and incompetent courts. The present terms of use are subject to Menzorian laws and customs applicable under the jurisdiction of the courts of the Forum of Glarg, and to the legal provisions of any relevant religious rights by virtue of the interclergy concordat agreement signed under the watch of the Church of Jedi. In the absence of any mandatory provision in the contrary, or in the eventuality of uncertainty in the determination of applicable law, Menzorian laws and customs will be applied, including to non-human ethnic groups. Wow. Please read carefully before signing. Rizawai Diriliz Griklek Kotmo was Shatka Vak Dakla Dirakla Woko Swiswisik Klimstak Todak Karala Stalasistik Demo Shoktawi Yirk Walla 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 Bing Bang. It's like the whole thing is in a different language. Every single bit of it is in a completely different language. By ticking this box, you accept all the clauses giving Master full power over your miserable existence. Of course you do. Yes or yes in red? Yes in red.
Congratulations on joining the Dungeons Fund. I will now share with you all my initial reports requiring immediate action on your part.
By Gazor's tentacles! I can't believe we got played like this. Oh, I can already feel one of my migraines coming on. Relax! Deal with it!
I've noted you lack a space dedicated to temporary interruptions of the activity of the staff, assuming the dungeon's ancillary functions. This can hurt their performance and the profitability of secondary revenue sources.
Like a break room?
Damn, my Hermetic Administration class seems like a lifetime ago. Are you asking for a break room for our minions? So
Yeah.
that they stop hanging out at the tavern?
Yeah, exactly.
A crude simplification, but this would be a good starting point for a plan of action, yes.
All right. The minions' morale gauge is influenced by three distinct needs: room cleanliness, eating their fill, and entertainment. We need to build a furnished break room. Okay, well, this is where public is. Kitchen. All of our minions are right here. So I think a break room seems to make sense to be right here, right? I kind of feel like the bathroom is going to need to be expanded at some point, but I think maybe a break room could be right here. So I'm going to pop a break room in right here like this. This seems to be fine. We could put the door here, I suppose. Yeah, one door is probably fine. And then they need a gaming table. Put that in the back corner. Is there any way to rotate that to... Okay, I guess not. Right there. And then a reading desk reserved for humans. And oh, so there's different races are going to use different things. So 4 minions to have fun simultaneously. Dwarves and orcs are only interested if a certain object is present. Unusable by drow and trolls. This one here is reserved for humans and elves. Allows a minion to have fun. Slightly lowers the energy of the minion. But this is one person at a time, so we'll probably want a couple of those at least. And then Games of Chance allows dwarfs and orcs minions to use the gaming table. Oh, I see. So they won't use this unless there's another item present. So I could put this here, I guess. In the back corner like that. And now they'll use the gaming table. So I could do something like this, but as long as I have this. I think that's how that works. I'm going to put that there. And then let's give some decorations for the whole prestige thing. How about we go candle right here next to the reading desks? For now, we'll do that. Congrats, your dungeon is now subject to demonetization. I'm leaving space here in case I want to put a door right here, but I don't think it'll be necessary. Probably want a lot more decor here, though. How much money do I have? 1,500. About 1,500. Okay, we have enough room to maybe put a couple more of these, like, pictures on the wall here.
Perfect! With a gaming table, the minions will get some distraction.
Ah, kudos, my friend. That should stop them from wearing out the tavern benches.
Yeah, we probably want more chairs in here, right? We want more people to be able to... Oh, here we go. There's extra stuff in here. Meat buffet, vegetable buffet. This wasn't there before. Probably put that stuff in here too.
Done! A perfectly functional break room for the dungeon's minions.
This is supposed to be an evil dungeon, not a resort for slackers. What's next? A temple of Dlul complete with giant nap room?
Interesting. I shall continue to evaluate the performance of your organization's procedural subfunctions, as well as the effectiveness of any actions supporting your primary processes.
That's a big mouthful.
Oh, kill me now!
Why not just say, I will always be watching, Wazowski. Always watching. I think I'm going to do that. So, meat buffet? Meat dishes stored in the kitchens are also available for sale to customers in the tavern. Yeah, we want to be able to make as much money as possible. We need to be able to...
Back to our goblin host, Jimmy Killimal.
His name is Jimmy Killimal? What? I think I'll put the meat buffet right in front of the door. They can still get around it. That works for me. I like it.
Hey, shouldn't we try to upscale the tavern while the pen pusher's still deep in her paperwork? If we take too long, we'll get our cash flow sucked dry by the whims of the DF.
It is true that getting a dungeon into compliance is very expensive. What would our tavern need to bring us more returns?
I bet it's these two things here.
Well, I've had it with lugging bottles around. We need to be able to tap a few kegs. Then, get someone to serve the plunkin' ale. Fast booze flow equals fast cash.
Okay.
Perfect. Let's take care of this while the master is busy elsewhere. He'll be grateful someday.
Yep, and so will our purses. Let's booze up the whole country and rake in the coins. All this sobriety and moderation stuff is only good for monks and elves. Our TripAdvisor ranking will soar.
Oh, TripAdvisor, not TripAdvisor. I read it as TripAdvisor. Yeah, that makes sense. Copyright and all. Select the tavern. All right, Tripes Advisor, TM. The tavern's prestige is represented by Tripes Advisor, sausages, an important factor in attracting customers. Oh, the number of sausages. You get, instead of stars. Or thumbs up. The number of sausages. Okay, fair. The attendance of the tavern varies according to the prestige and the drinks on offer. Each group of customers has its own drinks preference, which must be respected. Otherwise, they will leave immediately. Bunch of crabby pants, then. Select the accounting tab. This menu lists the dungeon's income and expenses. It also shows the tavern's revenues, a convenient way of checking its profitability. So far, not so profitable. We'll have to change that around. So we need to modify the tavern to have 1 barrel to attract orc customers and 1 barrel to attract elf customers. All right, well, I'm glad I made the damn thing bigger because we didn't have enough room. So now we have access to all these barrels. So Mud Light beer, reserved to poor customers, loved by orcs and dwarves. All right, well, that's for orcs. So, okay. How about we put the kegs in the back? We'll do it like this. Right there is fine. Not sure what's going on with the wall there. Something weird going on with the wall right there, but it's okay. We're going to put the kegs along the back wall. So that's it to attract the orcs. And then we need one to attract elf customers. This is the crappy fruit juice barrels. That attracts the elves. Looks like. Yep. The icons are not... Okay, they are different. So that's like an all the way eaten apple. And then the other one I didn't use is for humans and drow. But I don't need those, so I won't do that. And then maybe a gaming table can be here too for some fun back here. We'll go ahead and do that. And then let's get it building. There's also this other thing behind my head. You can't see it very well. This area right here. It's a 2, okay? Oh, my mic just fell. This stand is really cheap, that's why. It's a 2. And I'm not sure exactly what it means, but... Oh, it's just notifications. It's an interesting spot for notifications. I would think a better place for that would be probably in the top left. We're not really using the top left of the screen. A lot of stuff is jammed on this side, but it's okay. The guard room, dormitory, kitchen, canteen. Why are they...
Done!
Exclamation
Our first
points, though.
keg tap. Looking good. Well, it's just some local ale for now, but we'll look around for deals on higher grade stuff.
Yeah.
It does have kind of a sock juice aftertaste.
Sock juice aftertaste. My gosh.
Done! Business is a-booming. Drunks are pouring in, and we've diversified our clientele. We run an inclusive establishment, as they say. One for all for alcohol.
Perfect. And Master's none the wiser.
Raising your standards without letting the guards in on it? You're done for, you rascals. My report is on its way, unless we can reach a deal.
We'll negotiate. Discreetly.
Uh-huh. All right, so you see this up here is starting to fill up. We're trying to get our ranking up.
I have identified another item of non-compliance of one of your dungeon's primary sub-processes that prevents it from being eligible for exploration.
Huh?
Your organization suffers from chronic underinvestment in its inventory for the capabilities of tooling and other crafting appliances.
Revax, take care of this immediately, or I'll turn you into a screwdriver.
Okay.
Yes, Master.
Okay, you need to build a workshop, place 2 technology workbenches, and hire 2 artisans. Workshop. Workshop could be... This is for tools and stuff. So how about maybe back behind the break room? We could put it around the behind the break room. Workshop. I don't know how big this needs to be. So I don't know what kind of crafting is going to be... Now I kind of want to have this door over here and have this workshop be right here next to Revax's office instead. I think I do. I'm gonna modify the room and have the door moved over here. There we go. And then we'll take the workshop. And we'll build it right here instead. That's fine. And then we want tech workbenches. Can be used by artisans to make tools. Cannot be used by orcs. I need 2 of these benches. 1, 2. Oh, I have to... Oh, I see. Okay. 1, 2. And then maybe just a candle or something in there. And then I need to hire 2 artisans. All right. Cannot be used by orcs, it said. But this one is an elf, and this is a human. So we could say maybe 1 elf and 1 human here. They're both bland. Humans are bland. Wouldn't you know it? This guy says, I'm very good with my hands. Well, the right one, at least. Since I cut the other one with a circular saw, I manage. And then this person says, even as a child, I love construction sets and watching adventurers die. Working as a dungeon artisan is my dream job. That and stuffing groundhogs. You're hired. Beautiful. All right, so we'll go ahead and get the workshop being right here, I guess. This game reminds me of Evil Genius, a small quest based building.
Why
Yeah,
are
exactly.
hammer blows
Got a little bit of that.
in my dungeon?
Well, Master, we built a workshop following your orders.
Oh my god.
This won't help with my research. It generates too much cosmoplumic havoc. Well, at least I hope it'll be helpful in bringing my grandiose plans to fruition.
He's complaining about the noise of the new workshop, which I'm pretty sure is a scripted thing, but I just so happen to have placed the hammers right behind his bed. So it works out.
I will carry out a qualitative audit of this technical support structure and give you an appropriate report. It would seem you're approaching minimum acceptable standards.
Holy cow! I don't know what those fund folks fuel up on, but it's no joke. Plum moonshine, perhaps?
All right.
I'm sorry, but the fund considers your reputation insufficient to justify opening your dungeon for exploration.
So how are we supposed to raise our reputation if we can't open the dungeon?
You could transfer a compensation of a few thousand gold coins to the fund, which would increase your reputation.
But this is blatant extortion!
Okay, reputation is tied to the dungeon's rooms. Try selecting a kitchen. Prestige of the room is represented by stars. Select one of your cooks to view the information. Cooks?
What?
Each minion has their own expectations of their workplace. The dungeon's reputation increases if your minion's expectations are met. Well, he's a human, so he has no expectations.
I love grooming ponies.
Oh, so I see. So it's 1-star expectation.
What's your poison?
So he has no expectations. This person requires or expects a 1-star kitchen.
5 bread rolls, braids.
I see. We're actually paying this one. He's level 2. So probably want to keep the room clean. Although we have an orc chef, but we also have an elf chef. So either way, I think the cleanliness of the room will probably increase its reputation. But we definitely want to make sure we're firmly in that 1-star area. So just like before, hey, we have a string of sausages. How about that? We put strings of sausages on the walls. How great. Just put all sorts of sausage strings on the walls. That was 600 gold to do that. Holy crap. What is happening to our gold, Zangdar says. I spent it all on sausages, Master. I'm sorry. We're going to have to sell your... Yeah, I did spend all of our money. That's kind of nuts, actually. I shouldn't have spent that much money. Probably should cancel. Can I cancel that? I can sell it for 108. What did I buy it for? 120. That's not bad. I'm gonna get rid of it. I gotta get some of our gold back. Yeah, so what is our financial situation like? Oh, tavern gains has gone way up, though. Might be okay. We have a lot of customers in here now. Look at this. That's cool. It's actually getting busy in there now.
May I help you?
Orc human guard. Oh, so that's a guard for our actual dungeon. He's in there instead of in here, but that's fine. All right, reach dungeon reputation level 3. The prestige of a room increases if it is decorated. Minions generate reputation if they work in a room that meets their expectations. Okay, so our Traipse Dividers is almost halfway up. Let's see what this guy thinks. This is an elf. He's poor wealth. He's gonna buy something. Maybe. Can I see how much money they're spending? The dungeon's fun is a bit scary. We're good here. I actually have enough to go through the next week. We're fine. We're making money. It's good. So I'm gonna leave the sausages. This is a 2.5-star kitchen now. My cooks are really happy with that one. This is a 1-star canteen. I think I probably will try to keep every room clean if possible. I don't know if I really should have another cook. But since the salary is 0, we can go ahead and recruit. And then I was kind of hoping to see... let's get... Yeah, traits filthy. Let's get the goblins to work in here. And then we're not going to keep this room clean. So we'll probably try to keep this room dirty. And then when these guys are in this room, they'll just go and shower themselves. But we'll probably have a lot of the...
What if I went for a stroll in the woods instead?
Well, I don't know if that's the case, because like we have a human and an elf working in here, and now a goblin. So maybe we should keep it clean. I would like to recruit another cleaner. That doesn't seem to be a thing I can do. Oh, interesting. Filter a wheel. Let's you filter minions by profession, origin, and rank. Well, I just want rank 1. This is overly complicated. I mean, it's a cool interface, but like a toggle drop downs would have been way more intuitive. Troll. Yeah, I don't like this at all. This one, not a good fit here. Goblins. Where did it go? Level 1 goblins for artisans. That's what I'm looking for. Oh, okay. I get it. So like this isn't really useful until you have a lot of them available. I see. I just need to wait till I have a lot of different recruitment possibilities. All right. Well, let's speed it up and see if we can't make some money. I need to up the taverns. Yeah, Trips Advisor. I need to up more things here. Also, it looks like there's people waiting in line, 15. So, does this mean I need another bar? I think so. I think I need another bar. How about I take this table and move it here? Sounds like minions. Like, you know, like the minions from the movie. And let's get a simple bar right here. Here we go. Ooh, that's not a really good place for it, is it? I think maybe I should put it on this side. Have a bar on both ends. That's actually probably better. Move this. We'll move the barrels here. Like that. We'll move the painting. Hang on. Move the painting over like this behind the bar. Then we'll put this right there. Yeah, let's validate those changes really quick, and then we're gonna buy a new bar to go here. That way we don't have as many people waiting in line. We have 18 people in line. We don't want that. There we go. Okay, now I want to move the gaming table to be over here, like this. And then we'll take and add a simple bar over on this side. That. Yeah. That's probably better. And then from there we can... We have another barkeep. There it goes. So now we have 2 barkeep. Cool. Now how many people we have waiting in line now? And they go get... Should be able to get served by 2 places, right? There we go. Ranky's up to 2 now. We're now a goblin dump. Reputation has increased by 1 level. Better than nothing. The Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK'S reputation will grow if your management is satisfactory. That's cool. I'm telling them to keep this clean, but I don't have enough cleaning staff to do that, so I'm really hoping we get this. Yes, there we go. I want you and people who aren't going to cost me a lot of money. You. There we go. Now we have more cleaning staff. Probably a good idea to keep everything clean, but also I think probably we want more beds. So let's add another couple of beds over here. And then I think small chest, adding to the prestige of the room. A chest there, and how about we do another one? I wish I could see like how much of the prestige, because this was 100, so I suppose the amount of money you spend on it is what we can expect the prestige to go up by, maybe? I wonder if that's how that works. Try that. See if we can't get this to go up to a 1-star dormitory. Because remember, their expectations. If they have 1-star expectation, it's every room they're in. So we should be able to meet it with the dormitory too. So how about an empty fountain in the middle? You know, I kind of wish this fountain was 2x2. That way I could line it up with the door. But then it would probably have to cost more. Or maybe there are other ones. This little pillar here, is it kind of interesting? How about put a pillar right there, maybe? These big statues here is what I was looking for, probably. And then we have like these little plants that we could put in the corners as well. How about this? Let's bring the plants only. 2 plants right there. That should be enough, actually. Just do the 2 plants. That should get this to 1 star easily. I'm confused. It says 18 people waiting, but yeah, I don't know what it means either. There's less people waiting now, so I'm just kind of hoping that the number of people waiting goes down. That's why I got 2 bars, so hopefully that's enough. I'm also seeing customers like talking to each other behind the bar too, so I'm wondering if it's not reflected visually. It says 8 people in line now, so I'm clearly cutting into the wait times. But it might also be a kitchen shortage too. Maybe they're waiting for food, for example. So I might need more cooks, because these guys take breaks, and so I need to have cooks while they're taking a break. That would make sense to me. This is a human cook, so I'm pretty sure they cook everything. So we'll just do that. And then this is another orc cook, so we'll get another orc cook too. Okay. So far it looks like we are profitable. We just need a cleaning staff to get working with. I need more barkeeps, things like that. More people working in my tavern. I'll get another cleaning. I'll get more cleaning people. That's fine. Just as long as we can keep the rooms clean. Because they will take breaks too, of course.
Hey, now that the dough's rolling in, what should we do with it? Should we stuff it in a mattress, or did you have something more secure in mind?
Can I buy traps?
I could ask the master to store the gold in his quarters. On the other hand, that might make it hard for us to withdraw the funds we need.
Exactly.
And I can't spend all my time paying salaries.
Yep. Especially when we don't want the boss sniffing around the books too much, eh? A treasure room is what we need. And a dwarf banker. That would keep things square.
Affirmative. When wages are paid, the guards can't be swayed. Otherwise, you get desertions, looting, and coup d'etat. That's a Monday for you.
May I point out that the intrinsic security of fiduciary operations can be greatly enhanced by strict segregation of premises through architectural level differentiations?
What's that nutbag going on about?
She says we should build a vault room in the upper floors to keep our gold safe from thieves. It's just admin speak.
Well, I can't really go to the upper floors. So I need reputation level of 5 to get to floor 2, 10 to get to floor 3, 20 to get to floor 4, 30 to get to 5, 45 to get to 6, and 60 to get up to 7. We need to build a treasure room and hire a banker. Well, the treasure room absolutely should be as far in the back as possible. I do see this outdoor area, and there's a door here, but I don't think there's a way for heroes to get in here, so I'm pretty sure heroes will always approach from this side. So if that's the case, you know, the treasure room should be as far back as possible, so I think it's going to be about here. So treasure room will be here. It's the room's door can only be used by bankers. It cannot be crossed by minions. When you place it, be careful not to block access to any tiles outside the room. Okay, so we're going to place this like this. There's my vault. That way I have access to this door still. These doors also have access, but the vault is here. And we'll try to protect that as best we can. Treasure room. That looks cool. Now we need to hire a banker. That's going to be this guy. Bolzar Longblade. He's a dwarf, of course. Annoying. Reduces the effectiveness of other minions working in the same room. Short-legged. Cannot use regular beds or and tables. Must have access to furniture designed for dwarves. Can I get a different banker? In other words, annoying. Almost like they're doing it on purpose. But they are talented. They're more efficient at their task. I need things that are specially designed for a dwarf. So, here it is. A dwarf bed. Okay. Dwarf beds. They're going to be over here. 1, 2. I'll have 2 dwarf beds just in case for later. There, the dwarves can sleep over there. Dwarves. Dwarves are annoying. Although they are outstanding artisans, they all have an annoying trait, reducing the productivity of nearby minions. In addition, every dwarf can only use beds or tables that have designed for their small size. In short, dwarves are annoying. I know. I read that already.
You built a treasure room?
Yes, Master. I thought it'd help with securing the dungeon's gold and managing the minions' wages.
I don't think they can use the gaming table in the tavern since you didn't put the dice box or whatever. The orcs probably can't. Yeah, you might be right. The orcs probably can't. Everyone else can use it, just not orcs. Unless you have that other thing. It's weird. I don't know. Looks like the tables are not clean out, so a new person can use it. You get a lineup, I think. Oh, so you're thinking that the line has to do with the shortage of seats? Maybe. I'll take a look. Yes, Master. I thought I'd help with securing the dungeon's gold and managing the minions' wages.
Yeah, I guess. And I heard that Pryor's tower just got one.
That's well done. Glad I could help, Master. But may I recommend that you refrain from writing to magazines to advertise ours? Just to stay on the safe side?
The mere fact that you think I would do that is an insult to my intelligence. And it is my gold, not yours. Go get yourself whipped.
Go get yourself whipped.
Our very own dwarf banker. Well, probably no better way to keep our gold safe, I guess. Let's hope that rough dwarven demeanor won't rub too hard against the other minions.
That too is admin speak. Just say it. Dwarves are jerks.
There he is. Just say it. Dwarves are jerks. So he's going into the... Oh, he's just going to roll into there. He rolls under the table. What? Why not just open the door, dude? All right, he's in there, I guess. Fine. Yeah, let's talk about the dice here. So, see if we can put that in here. A tavern table for dwarves. Oh, good. Of course, I need a special table for them as well, don't I? Oh, goodness. I forgot all about that. Okay. Starting to think that my tavern, my canteen, is a little bit small. Maybe I can get away with this. It's really tight and it doesn't look great, but it's one table and I'm not going to have that many dwarves. So we're going to go like that. And then there's the meat buffet. Increases the morale of minions who eat meat dishes. I can put that over here. It's really cramped in there, but I'm going to fit it in. Over here, I guess I can put a table for dwarves? I guess. Tavern table for dwarves. Okay, we're gonna put it right over here in the corner. The back corner, right over here. Yep. And then, you know what? We might as well get that other keg. For humans and drow, might as well. Get that last keg. That we're currently missing. There we go. Jeez. It's a great animation for the dwarf entering the vault. I know. Hi, Pizza King. How are you? Oh, we wanted to do the dice thing for the games. If that's possible. I'm not sure it is. I don't see that in here. Okay, so the gaming table in here doesn't interest dwarves or orcs or trolls. So they won't use this one. The gaming table here is fine. Over here, this place is different. Because this gaming table says that dwarves and orcs are only interested if a certain object is present. So that object is present. 2 of them actually. But you know, how about we get like a small chest in here, and then maybe this little vase, this little vase. Yes, it's a vase in the back here, like this. And then a large partition. Oh, look at this. We can like make the gaming room exclusive. How about that? That looks kind of cool. You have to walk between the... I don't know. I don't know if I like that. It's just one tile. I don't think I like that. One partition, I think, is maybe even too many. Yeah, I don't like that. Let's get rid of those. How about the columns? Could maybe do something like this. That looks kind of interesting, but it doesn't look good. Just interesting. Graves. I think I'm gonna wait for the other stuff. I'm gonna wait for the big stuff. We'll just put a plant in there for now. This room is a 2-star room. That's good. The bathroom is 1 star. And we don't have any decorations in here either, so we could probably go in and go like these paintings and stuff. Put some of these in here. Like the wall decor is really nice because it doesn't take up floor space. Oh, I'm out of money. I'll have to wait a little bit. Wait till the money comes in. Then I can hit the button. Not that I need to hit. I don't really need to have this many paintings. I'll just do the 2 for now.
What?
Or are you dissatisfied? What's with your morale? I stink. Where are the latrines? You're sitting on it right now. You're sitting on the latrine. Yes. And we're keeping most of these rooms clean, right? Yeah. At least we're trying to. I think I need more cleaning staff. That's expensive.
Our first barrel of wine. Wine's got its fans, and it's a nice change from ale. Well, this one's just the local plonk.
Oh, yes, it's a little rough and strong. Like, really strong by Xora's beak.
Yep, it's made from grapes. And some other stuff. We'll keep it cheap anyway.
Made from grapes and some other stuff. Should I maybe up the prestige in my hallways and stuff? I wonder if that's even worth it. Oh, look at this. There's different guard lockers for different races. These are all human guard lockers. Oh, interesting. So the human guard locker assigns 1 human guard. The goblin guard locker is room for 2 goblins. The elf one is 1, and the orc one is 1. And then there's the dwarf guard locker. Dwarfs are annoying. Because they're small and it's still only 1 person. I'm gonna get a couple of orc. Get like 3 orc lockers, and I don't really want any dwarves in here. I don't want to annoy everybody. We'll get an elf locker in here too. I feel like I gotta expand this. Maybe this isn't the right way to play this. Maybe instead we do another guard room like over in here. We just expand this to be one big room. Have a lot more guard lockers. Is that a way to play this? Can I put the guard lockers anywhere? They must be in this room. I think I'm gonna have to expand this room a little bit. I think so. I'm gonna expand this room. We're gonna go like this. Get rid of those walls, and we're gonna add walls. Let's add walls like this. Just this little extra expansion should be good enough, I think. Some tiles cannot be reached. Fine, I'll do this. I'm gonna delete this wall anyway, but they won't be able to get around all this stuff. That's why. We're gonna delete this door afterwards anyway, but I want to open this up so I can have more guard lockers back here. There we go. Okay, now I want to move this to be back like this. Yep. Then let's sell. Let's delete these two. We don't need that many human guards. Okay. And then go ahead and do that. Those changes actually get us money back. All right, and then I'm going to now take and get some orc. So we're gonna say orc guards 1, 2, 3, and then we can get some elven guards as well. I think maybe we'll go 1, 2, 3 here. So lots of guards. And then after all that's done, we could leave this door, but I think I want to get rid of the door. I don't want them to be able to go this way. I think I want them to come in from the other side. So we're going to remove that door as well. There we go. Then because we're going to have all these guards, we probably want to have more entertainment for them. So how about more of these game rooms? Is there anything else I can put here? That's the only entertainment they have, so more of these. There we go. Hey, Steve! Jeez, almost 4 years according to YouTube. Wow, 46 months. Have you been in the lair that entire time? Dude, I'm like super grateful for you. Thank you so much, man. How are you and your kids doing? Well, kid, duh, right? You have a second one on the way. Not born yet, right? Hasn't been that. I'm not behind on that much, am I? It's been a while, but time's moving.
Done. We deserve a spot in TripAdvisor's Best Fangian Dungeons ranking list.
I hope so.
I shall study your improvements to evaluate their adequacy with the general criteria set out by the fund's equalization grids.
Orcs and elves working together. That's interesting. I wonder if I have to separate them. We'll see. We'll see. Maybe I have to separate them. I don't know.
I'm pleased to announce that given the positive assessment of the evolution of your reputation rating and the concomitant fulfillment of minimum hosting standards, this dungeon is now open for exploration.
Cool. That means people will come in here and we will kick them out.
Ah, by Yorick's skull. Finally.
Affirmative. I'll immediately put us in yellow alert. Code 22.
Whoa, I'm not sure we're ready. I guess we still have some time.
The Dungeons Fund has already put up a notice concerning the opening of your establishment. The first adventurers should be on their way. They all yearn to be the first ones.
Oh, good. So they're all coming at once. Is that what you're saying?
Freaking faucets! To arms!
Freaking faucets to arms.
Adventurers incoming. Red alert. Code 808.
Survive the incursion. I mean, we should have a lot of guards here. Oh, at the start of a week. At the start of a week. No, we should have guards in here. Yeah, we got a few. Are they coming? What? That makes no sense. They do come from this side. I had no idea they'd come from this side. Oh, that's a problem. That's a problem. I didn't know they would come from this side. All right. Need another guard room. We're gonna put another one right here, facing that way. Here's your downtime. I need guards. We're gonna do. You know what? I think goblins. Goblins guard the back. No. Is that all I can have? Oh, that's all I can have. I can't have any more. You're gonna limit how many guards I'm allowed to have, you crazy thing. Well, fine. There's 6 goblins. 6 goblins will guard the back room. If we can build it in time. I'm not even entirely sure we can build it in time. I didn't think they'd come in through the back. They're gonna go to my vault now. Get him, goblins, get him! Yeah, get him! Oh dear. Incursion over. Adventurers, the enemies failed. 5 enemies killed, 4 dead minions. We get a $5,000 DF bonus sign. We got 5,000 gold for that. That's really good. Oh, that's great.
We clearly were unprepared to face these adventurers.
It's the Dungeons Fund, Master. They took us by surprise. Probably as punishment for refusing to pay to increase our reputation.
No, that's fine. We got the back door, we got the front door. Everything's good.
By Van Tog's whips of misfortune, I'd rather die than suffer their extortion. We must strengthen our defenses then.
Second one's due in March. Oh, okay, good. Fall. You're on fall break with your wife, is visiting friends in Canada, so it's just you and your daughter all week. Nice. I've been pretty good. Yeah, I've been all right. I've been trying to keep busy. My son's keeping me busy. My daughter's keeping me busy. I'm not having nearly as much time to make videos as possible, but I'm having more family time, so I guess just that. Original plan is that you were going to go together to Canada and stop in to see us. Oh, really? Plans changed? Only your wife went? Yeah. We actually had a bunch of friends over last weekend, so our house is all like decorated for my daughter's 1-year birthday party.
Affirmative.
She's 1 years old now. 1 year young. All right, so we have more guards. We have goblins. I don't even think we have goblins. I think those were the orcs. They came from here to come and like defend this, right? I think that's what actually happened. So perhaps we should put the door here to help that go a little faster. Maybe we should put a door there.
Reports of your dungeon's performance are proliferating in the nearby surroundings. The frequency of collective exploratory incursions will increase.
Nice.
Do you need a probationary period of respite? For a few thousand gold coins, we could...
Never! We don't need your help.
They just want more money from us.
As you wish. Please note that dungeon traps must meet the 759B72 quality standard for automated mechanical devices for intentional bodily harm in order to be certified by the fund.
The 759B72 quality standard for automated mechanical devices for intentional bodily harm.
Oh, it's so much paperwork. So, are you done with the defense reinforcement plan?
Affirmative. Planning complete. Ready for transfer to steward.
So, let's see. What? But that's going to cost a fortune!
Negative. I've aimed for essential operational capabilities. An armory, new recruits, and detection by means of avian patrol.
By means of avian patrol.
Remember that the fund pays compensation for each adventurer killed. You'd be contributing, thus, to the regulation of their population, while participating in the selection of the chosen ones and other heroes of the gods.
Like, okay, so like, this is like, they're like being treated like deer, basically. We need to control their population, okay? This is why we're killing them. It's to control their population, okay? So, regulation of their population. We're getting paid to do that. Clearly, the most devious adventurers can enter the dungeon without using the main door. I saw that. Check your trap arsenal by clicking on the interior tab. All right, so Takshen triggers an alert whenever an intruder is in its vicinity. Oh, that's good. Oh yeah, we definitely want this. I can't build it outside, but you know what I can do? I can build it right here in the back corner, right there. Boom. They come through the door, we'll get an alert. And then over here, I mean, I can't build it anywhere other than just like the basic hallways. So I guess if they come through here or here, we'll be ready. And then I think I'm actually gonna go. I think I'm gonna go back on this door. I actually don't think I'm gonna modify this. This door.
Adventurer eliminated. Delta attack formation. Come on the double.
Yeah, whatever. We'll just do it.
Another incursion is approaching. I hope your devices are properly licensed, or will withhold all adventurer disposal bonuses.
That's fine. All right, so adventurers are just going to constantly come in then, I guess. That's just a thing, but that's okay. We have adventurers can come in, not in waves. They just come in whenever they want, which makes sense. Survive the incursion. So our alarm should go off. It does. Alert is happening. People will get up and go 2 arms. You're just going to walk right past them. Oh, I get. They stopped and got ready for a fight over there. Fair. So now people are just in. They're just in here. They're just adventurers. Those are our goblins. These guys are our intruders. Yeah, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna need more. We need a lot more guards. I need a bigger guard room. They don't necessarily come in through the front. They come in through the back a lot more. Because that's what I'm seeing anyway. We have 0 dead minions from that one. That's good. 5 enemies killed. He didn't imprison anyone. So apparently we're gonna be able to imprison people later too. That's cool.
Incursion over. At ease. Code B4. All hail. Vigilance and traps. Ha!
I'll write a few letters to neighboring dungeons just to taunt them.
No, don't do the letters.
I'm not sure that's a very good idea, Master.
No letters. Stop him.
Silence! Let my evil creative mind express itself.
It's just going to make it worse. All right, so, I mean, I think we clearly need some additional reinforcements on this side. I mean, this seems like we definitely could use an extra guard room. I'm thinking I want like a long one right here. Does that work? Gotta be bigger than that. Okay. I really wish I could dig into this little column area here, but that's just the way it goes. I mean, if I did this, then that would be, you'd be required to go through the guard room in order to get through here, which I kind of don't want that. I don't think that's necessary. Maybe we can put in, be nice if I could have 2 tables in here, but I don't see that happening. So I guess I'll just leave that alone. If I wanted to have more guards, I could expand it. But now that I know how they're coming in, like from this side and this side, I almost feel like the guard room should be like this big thing right in the middle, and then they could just respond in either direction.
Your issues with inbound and outbound material flows are an obstacle to further advancement of your dungeon. I recommend the establishment of a commercial outlet to decongest supply chains.
Oh, right. Resources. Yes, being able to buy and sell equipment more easily could probably help.
Uh-huh.
Righto. And we wouldn't have to waste our time shopping in Lubei or Twisted Vale anymore. Negotiating with chair caners and sausage makers can take ages.
4.2, trading reinvented. So, just as a disclosure, I did say that I have to stop at a certain point here, even though it is the full game pre-release. I do have to stop at a certain point, and that is after this objective. So, 4.2 is the end of what I can show for you guys today. We're going to place 1 pay Palantir in Rayovax's office. So that is this. Unlocks access to the market. So we will just place this desk. It's interesting that I can place it right up against the wall. We'll place the desk here. All right. We also have traps that we can maybe set, which is interesting too. Is this just a decorative thing? Oh yeah, okay. It's just decorative. So we can put the traps on the wall like over here. Fair enough. And then I think as soon as I place this, I won't be able to show anything else after this, I think. I believe the term said after, not before. So. But then I want to continue. I want to play this when it comes out. I want to play it when I'm permitted to show the whole thing, because I'm not permitted to show the whole thing yet.
Ah, by great Trilobic's crown! I'm finally connected to Pay Palantir's magic feed. I'll be able to improve our decor and buy some faucets.
Relax. I just saw that the Marzabor's hellish turnstile is for sale. I need that relic for my research. Immediately.
The market. With each week, the market offers new objects, decorations, resources, and even relics. Anything that transits through the land of Fang, legally or not, can be found here. Our goods are renewed each week. Okay, so there's a promotion thing here. No idea what that's about. We just buy anything, I guess. Yeah. So these are a gargoyle. Little banner here. We need intel. Bundle of 19 intel. That's a resource I didn't even know we needed. And there's also a raid map. So eventually, I can't show it today, of course, but the game does come equipped with like an external map, and you can go on expeditions and you can send people out on the map to raid other places to bring back treasure for you. And then you will have that treasure and adventurers will want to come and take it back from you, right? That kind of thing. Inventory and sales, I suppose, is probably in a buy and trade thing. And then there's something called NASCRAC. Probably a stock market, if I had to guess. It's like a play on NASDAQ, I would think, but I don't know. Let's buy this gargoyle. And then how about the giggling banner? I like that. Yeah, we'll buy those. And then this says promotion, 0%. Buffing Treaty. A book of random magic allows you to cast positive support spells. Unfortunately, the nomenclature has been eaten by rats, which gives it a little unpredictable flair. So now we've unlocked that, which I have no idea what that did, but it cost me money. So now I should be able to go in, I think, not these rooms. So the rooms we haven't seen are a training room, prison, and a library. Prison, of course, for capturing people and having prisoners. I do want to see if I can hang any of these new decorations I just bought. So this is Felinos obesitus. Felinos obesitus, the gargoyle. Increases the prestige of a room. And it goes on the wall. Oh, it does. Yay. Good. We'll put one. Oh, yeah, right. I'm probably going to use these for rooms, but I want one in the guard room, man. Right there. Give me a gargoyle there, and a gargoyle here in this room, and a gargoyle over here in this room on the wall by the pots. Freaking awesome. And how about one in here? Yep. How about another one in here? Yep. 1,400 on gargoyles. There you go. And then how about we do these little banners here too? We'll put one there, 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 there. Whoops. Nope, undo. There. Yep. And then I want to put another one right next to this area there. And that's probably good for now, huh? Maybe put another one over here. Another 1,200 for decorations there. We have lots of money since we've overspent on guards. For now, anyway. I'm sure the raids will get harder. The adventurers will get stronger. They'll have more skills. Probably have more diversity. Maybe they'll start casting magic at us. We have higher armor, stronger weapons, etc. And so eventually they're going to get more difficult. We'll have to come up with different traps and stuff, right? That's what they were saying. So you don't want to build your lair like with room by room, like so rooms sharing. Like this here, no big deal, I don't think. But like through here, we want to keep the corridors open because the corridors are where you put traps. I suspect. I think that's where you have to put them. I don't exactly know where they are, though. I haven't been able to find any traps. And it looks actually like we can build in the exterior later, too, which would be nice. Just saying, we have a lot of floors later, but there's still some exterior over here that it would be nice to get in on. But I suspect the traps have to go in the corridors like this. So we'd have traps through here, and then we just want to keep this open. So probably do a room here, but keep a walkway. Do the rooms over here, keep the walkway. And then sort of make it like a maze, maybe even, so they have to go through traps. Buy the Marzabor's Hellish Turnstile relic on the market. I missed doing that. So let me just go... right here. Marzabor's Hellish Turnstile. The terrible, the incredible, the only Hellish Turnstile of Marzabor. The young. No... They crossed out the young. No returns, no exchanges, and no refunds. Okay, I bought it. All right, where's the relic go?
This is not the relic we ordered. This is Marzabor's the Younger's Turnstile. The one I wanted was Marzabor the Elder's. I'm a victim of false advertising.
Well, Master, the ad did mention it in small print, right next to no refunds, no returns, no exchanges.
Uh-huh.
This is all your fault.
Uh-huh.
Relax. Get that pathetic relic out of my office immediately.
Yes, Master. He doesn't want that discount gadget anymore. He got scammed like a wizard apprentice in a second-hand wand shop.
What are you muttering about? Like Zor's tentacles. Get to work!
I should remind you that the exhibition of relics, even those of lower quality, can contribute to the sectoral globalization of the back office's directives.
Yes, of course. I'll have some intern work on a display. All we need is a pedestal to show off this crap.
Okay, that is the end. We've reached 4.3, and I am not supposed to play anywhere beyond 4.2. So that's going to do it for the game. What do you guys think of it? This has been pretty fun so far, and there's a lot more to it, supposedly. So I'm not going to click this button, but there's a lot of stuff. Actually, I have to click this button because it doesn't let you pause, so I actually have to do that, but I won't show it on stream. I think it's kind of cool. All right, you saw how tall the tower can get, so clearly there's going to be a lot of different floors to it eventually there. I don't know how the progression is in terms of the balance with, you know, how strong I can get versus how strong they get, but it seems pretty cool. It's filling that the same niche that I had with Evil Genius 2. It's feeling that kind of the same thing that I'm looking to get. So I'm gonna keep an eye on this game, and as soon as they tell me I'm allowed to show the whole game, that is when I will continue this. Maybe I'll continue it from this point, or maybe I'll start over as a video. I don't know. It depends on my schedule, but it is what it is. This is where I have to stop for today. So I appreciate you guys watching. Thank you so much for coming out and hanging out with me. If you haven't yet, consider subscribing to the second channel. We got different types of games over there. I do plan to play the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK over there. It is it's a turn-based combat game. It has some XCOM elements. It has some Baldur's Gate elements. It has just some fun, quirky elements, just like this game does. It takes place in the exact same attitude, universe, the exact same type of graphics, etc. It's seems like it's pretty fun, and so I do want to play the Dungeon of NAHEULBEUK so that I can get really into the lore and into the different characters and see what that world is like. But this game comes from that game and makes it, you know, to where you design a dungeon as opposed to exploring them. So I would like to do that. That will be over on the second channel as soon as I finish Lamplighters League. I would like to do NAHEULBEUK after I finish Lamplighters League, so kind of keeps the turn-based theme going with that. So thank you so much for watching, everybody. I do appreciate you. All you green name people in there, thank you for supporting the channel too. It means a lot to me, and I hope you guys will join me for the next stream, whenever that is. We'll be back live again Tuesday and Wednesday with Baldur's Gate 3. Okay, see ya. Bye bye.